Hey, what's up, geeks? This is Darron Brown. In this video, we're going to tackle the sock merging algorithm. So basically what we're going to do here is that we're just going to match our socks and see how many pairs of socks we actually get. So if you take a look at this array of numbers, you can see that we have 10 and 10, so that's one pair. Then we have another pair of 10s, that's two pairs. And then we have 20, 20, that's three pairs. And if we go to, you see we have another 20, a third 20, but that 20 does not have a pair, so we don't count that. And then also 30 and 50 doesn't have a pair. So based off our numbers, we have three pairs total within our array. So we basically have to create an array that describes that. All right, so what I want you guys to do, I want you to scroll down and copy this function right here and paste it into your IDE or text editor. Right, so make sure your code looks identical to mine. So as you can see, we have n, which represents the number of socks that we have, and then we have our array of numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and use our sock merchant algorithm. We're going to fit in our n and throw in our array. All right, cool. So now to our function. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, one second, we're going to go ahead and create two variables. We're going to create a pairs variable, which is going to be set equal to 0. And this is going to calculate the amount of pairs that we have. And we're going to create a count variable. We're going to set this equal to 0 as well. And next we're going to create another variable titled array values. We're going to set this equal to an array at that new set array. So what this does is basically it takes all of the values within our array and it makes sure it makes all those numbers distinct. So basically it removes all duplicates from that array when you use set. Now we're going to go ahead and just loop through our array. So for const, we're going to grab our index and array values. All right. So for const, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to loop through our array values as well, or loop through our regular array, our initial array. Now the reason we're going to do this is because we already have one array that has no duplicates, and then we have our initial array that does have duplicates. So once we went through this, we're going to go ahead and create an if statement. And if statement is going to check if array values and array are equal. So we're going to check if those numbers are equal. So if array values index of I is equal to array index of j, if we get that, we're going to increment our count. All right. So once we get out of our second for loop, we're going to go ahead and add some more. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to... Hey, what's up guys? Darron Brown here. I just wanted to remind you, at the end of this video, make sure you check out the website www.geekmode.tech. There you can learn more about React Native, Firebase, and Redux. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you check out our free course as well. I'm sure you enjoy it. Now, that's enough of me, and I'll let you guys get back to the video. Check if count is divisible by 2. Now let's put divisible wrong. Okay. So in order to do that, we know that pair of socks is two pairs. So we're going to check if our count divided by 2 is not equal to 0. What we're going to do, we're going to decrement our count, and then we're going to have our pairs count. We're going to say our pairs is equal to our pairs plus our count divided by 2. All right. Else, and I hope you guys get this. So if we loop through, say we loop through it the first loop with our 10. All right. So we loop through it with our 10. We can see we have 4 10s. So when we initially go through this, we're going to compare our 10s together. And we know that 10s are even. So 10s divided by 2 is going to show 2 pairs. And then because it's 2 pairs, it's going to skip this logic and it's going to show our count. Well, it's going to show our pairs because it's already equal. And our pairs is going to be equal to pairs plus count divided by 2. All right. Now, when we actually get to the number 20, 20 has 3 values. So when we see, okay, is our count, because our count will equal 3 at this point in time. All right. So we're going to look at it and say, oh, is our count equal to, is our count divided by 2 equal to 0? No, it's not. It's going to be equal to, it's going to have the remainder of 1. So because of that, we're going to deduct 1, which will give us an even number, and then we're going to divide it by 2. Okay? Now, after we hit all this logic, we go through this, we're going to update our count back to 0, because each number, once we're doing our 10s, we're going to our 20s, and we have to reset our count. All right? And at the end of our function, we're going to return our pairs. Okay? So go ahead and let's try this algorithm out. So let's run. First, let's go ahead and console log our pairs. Forgot to do that. So let's run node. HackerRank sock merchant. This is exactly what we expected to get back because this is what we saw on HackerRank's website. So there should be no surprise. Let's go ahead and remove that console log. I'm going to copy our algorithm. Go back to HackerRank's website. I'm going to paste that in. Let's run our code. Yes, our tests are passing. Let's submit it. Voila, we passed all of our tests. All right, geeks. I hope you guys are enjoying this this series. Yeah. If there's anything else you guys want me to cover, just always feel free to contact me. And then also, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.